Hello, today I'm here to talk to you about the Alpenheat Universal Boot Dryer. A product I really wish the guys at Bikerheadz have told me they did about a week ago. Thanks, boys. Allow me a teeny bit of context to my previous gripe. About a week ago on the M4, unbelievable deluge. You know, the ones where almost every car driver in the UK forgets how to drive? It was appalling. The spray was terrible. I got soaked, completely and utterly soaked. My boots were wrung through, and I don't have an airing cupboard. And it basically was dark and rainy for the next 5 days, and my boots were basically soaked the whole time. And then they said, hey, would you like to come down here and talk about our boot dryer? Come on! Now, as you may have fathomed, this little number here will dry boots and shoes and also gloves. In fact, it will pretty much dry anything that will fit on one of its many attachments. As you can see, I fitted one here. They actually marked left and right on the actual pieces themselves and the back of the unit. But I wouldn't recommend using these for boots, although you will find that a glove will fit quite nicely on one. Continuing the options of how would sir or madam like to dry their kit is this, the kind of thing that I can I get distracted, right? Anyway, the general idea being that you pop this on, you get your boot, pop it there, and in you go. That will then be pushing some lovely warm air through, drying the boot up. And then we have this one, which I like to think of as the kind of rapid dry, because it has the two kind of exhaust vents right there. And that will definitely get a nice big booty right on there. Look at that, eh? Perfect. Now then, one thing you have to know about this unit is, first of all, it will not go above 37 degrees, which is just above regular body temperature. And that way, none of your clothing or boots or gloves or whatever else you want to dry on there should get burnt. There are two heat settings. There is also a timer here, which allows you to time up to 3 hours. Now, a totally sodden pair of boots, especially boots that maybe have like an inner boot thing going on, can take up to 3 hours, but the average drying time of stuff is 1 to 2 hours. Do remember though, when it comes to leather, ideally you do not want to force dry leather, i.e. as hot as you get, or what I do by putting them on the radiator and then, you know, you get to them and like, you don't really want to do that. So especially if you're doing shoes, for example, you want it on the low setting, and maybe gloves that are mostly leather as well. But for something as large as a sodden boot, you can pretty much turn it up and go from there. Now, not everyone will want this to sit on the floor in a garage or a porch, whatever, so you do get this rather handy wall mount. And if you want to know more information about this, as always, bikerheadz.co.uk.